Okay, and welcome back. This is going to be the control throws for the elevator. And let me zoom in here a minute. Okay, so the radio and the airplane are already on. And I'm going to start out with high rates. And we'll see what we got. That's 3/4 up and 3/4 down. So we got a 3/4 control throw for high rates. And the manual, okay, I'll pull out the manual here. So for the manual says the low rate should be 5/16 and the high rate should be 7/16. That's not very much. So let's put it on. Okay, so that's 12/16 and 7/16 for the high rate. So I'm going to put it on mid rates. There's mid rates. And I'm going to go into the DRN Expo setup for the elevator. Right now the mid rate is 85%, which was my usual default. And so if 7/16 is 1/16 less than a half, so that's right there, and right now it's going up to 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this down to say 75 and try that. Still too much. I'm going to lower it down to 65. Alright, that's a half. Half up, half down. That's, to me, close enough. 65% for the mid rate. That's why I have the high rate if I really need it somewhere along the line. But I'll try 65, which is a 16th for the elevator, a 16th more up. So that's a ½ inch and a ½ inch. And then on low rates supposed to be 5/16. And so I'm going to start out with 50 and see what I get. Alright, that's 3/8, which is a 16th more. So let's see. 5/16 is a 16th more than a quarter, so that's 5/16. But I'm getting 3/8 up, 3/8 down. Okay, I'm going to live with 50% for the low rate. 65% for the high rate. I'm sorry. Low rates are 50%. Mid rates are 65%, which is the high rate in the book. And then the high rates will be the full deflection of 3/4. That's high, mid, low. Okay? And again, sounds like my battery needs to be charged. Again, this is two things: personal preference, and you're not going to settle on this until you've flown it a few times. So, in fact, what I usually do is this is on the second maiden flight. In other words, the first maiden flight is take off, make sure it flies okay, get things trimmed to neutral. Because if you have to trim too much to get to neutral, then you may end up changing the mechanical setups, and then that might change your low, medium, and high rates a little because you've adjusted some. So I'm going to start with this for the low, medium, and high rates, and we'll find out on the maiden flight. I'll start the maiden flight on mid rates, by the way. And so that's what we're going to do on the elevator. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next control throw.